art babies, welcome to my January art vlog. This month was a whirlwind and normally is one of the most reflective and restful times of the year for me, but 2022 set an end to all that normalcy. Instead, my January felt like 3 months in one, a grinding, inspirational, stressful, and productive time. In true Leah form, I had procrastinated way too long on finishing pieces for my exhibition, so about 70% of the work was created and finished from the start of December until installation. There's much I could say about this time, but I felt the best approach for this marathon of a blog would be to simply read my hastily written artist statement on the exhibition I ultimately created. After much back and forth, I finally arrived on calling it When Black Petals Bloom. So here's that artist statement. When Black Petals Bloom is my exploration of deifying and celebrating the resilience of Black American femme women. This is encompassed in a series of vibrant painted portraits on canvas and wood, digital illustrations, and graphic design, while using unapologetically feminine colors, lush floral motifs, and symbolic spirituality. I also explore Blackness, both literally and figuratively, in relation to culture and race, but also to color, depth/texture, and the celestial Blackness of the universe. The catalyst for the work came from a realization as I entered the last year of my 20s, solidifying my own place in womanhood, that every Black femme I know has an outer visage and a shrouded inner truth. This visage is the result of the tension of how we like to be represented in contrast to how we are represented, the strong Black woman. Everything that makes us soft, vulnerable, and layered is often shrouded underneath this strong visage. Often in mass media representation, our sole purpose is to be the harbingers of strength and tragedy for others' fascination, pity, or even entertainment. We are resilient, yes, to the point that it can often seem almost magical or mystical. Hashtag Black Girl Magic has been trending for years for a reason. This resilience stems from the vulnerability of Black American girlhood, as it's almost inescapable to not have to overcome something traumatic in our journey to womanhood. I specifically chose each portrait subject, my Black Petals, because they each taught me something specific during my journey in understanding my own Black femininity, pushing my parameters of self. While creating this work, I've had the following considerations. What does our femininity look like when the strong Black woman trope is pushed aside and softness, vibrancy, and unabashed girlishness are front and center? Why does it feel novel to see Black femme bodies on lush, vibrant backgrounds, surroundings and context stripped, amongst the stars, with pretty, bright, organic, Matisse-esque floral shapes and gold decorative elements? Poised gracefully, not in pain, but with peaceful expressions. I'm attempting to capture the Black femme truth, how we desire to be seen as layered and full humans. I also incorporate references to deities like Oshun of Yoruba/Nigerian mythology and Mamiwati of African diasporic origin, who in many ways embody the empowered feminine energy of my subjects.
I'm not starting over.
No. I just want to get the cheers.
She said just one. 75 speech with Tracy. I'm not though.
we both rotated.
I just feel like we really on some Black Girl Magic shit right now. Look at all the different shades of melanin in this room. This is how Black girls do.
We all looking around.
trouble, bitches. All right, cheers. Cheers. I should have won.
So what I love about Tracy Church. So obviously there's the most obvious things that you know about her. She's a big dreamer. Serpents are a common motif in my work. I've always been drawn to snakes, their hypnotic movements, the sounds they can make, and their active regeneration, shedding their own skins to grow larger. In some cultures, like the Opi, the snake is associated with fertility, their shapes mirroring the umbilical cord. More than a few deities and feminine figures from across the world are depicted with snakes as their familiars. I use a double-headed serpent as a representation of the double-edged sword nature of being a Black woman. I gravitated towards certain colors and pigments in the creation of this work. In my exploration of Blackness, I felt that the typical glossy bone black or Mars black acrylic paint lacked the depth I desired. I utilized the world's blackest black paint, a matte velvety pigment that seems to literally vacuum lightness away. I found using it in contrast to other blacks created the textural depth I was seeking, feeling almost like voids for the viewer. I also gravitated towards bright, modern, girlish, and traditional Western feminine colors for the backgrounds and decorative florals. Peachy pinks, seafoam greens, light ultramarine blues, and soft purples. Colors that are often considered girly or even garish or non-serious. I spent years as a young creative eschewing such colors in my clothing, my makeup, and my work in fear of being considered frivolous. Dulling and minimizing myself in search of critical acclaim and being scared of the accusation of being too loud or of doing too much. I find my most fecund, creative, and personal growth in letting go of those societally placed fetters and choosing to embrace the extraness of Black femininity in its fullness. Because I truly feel that when Black petals bloom, they are the most vibrant and beautiful things in the universe. Thought I would sit down, give you all an update on where I'm at in this video. I think it's all going to end up just being a January New Year video. But we are 2 days away from install day for my exhibition. I feel like I got so much to do. I definitely feel like I need another week to get done everything I slated to get done. And because of that, some things are going off. I had this ambitious idea to do 12 of these 1 foot by 1 foot circles. And I wanted to do Zodiac series. So each one would have been a different sign. But I still, after sketching and thinking of ideas, I still haven't fully like nailed what I want for that. And I also have run out of time. While I'm getting everything done for my exhibition, I'm also trying to get stuff done for my other design projects and commissions. Got commissioned by, I can say it now because by the time this video goes out, it will be out. But I got commissioned by Sony Music, certified to do their Black History Month exploration, so that's exciting. And I also got commissioned to do a Black History Month project for Giphy. So that was a little bit more involved because I had to animate, not only just illustrate, but yeah, like I'm trying to get those things done. Giphy is done now. It's all uploaded and done and out there. But the Sony Music one has a lot of feedback. And so I'm working on the revision to that. Now it's just about getting the final pieces done because I just printed out all of the digital illustrations I want to show. And instead of just showing all new stuff, like I thought about just showing my newer things where my style was a little bit more refined to what I do. But I don't know, I like the journey of also showing older things. And especially since so much of my painting work is going to be created in 2022 or 2021. Having some stuff from 2020 in there, I think is going to be important. Yeah, it all turned out, printed out really well. Now I just have to cut these down. This is a very older one where, again, you could tell my style is like looser. Sorry about that, ran out of space. I'm not going to show you all these prints because you're going to see them framed and up on the walls in the same video. So we don't want to be redundant here. But yeah, I feel like the pieces are finally starting to come together. There's still a lot for me to figure out. It's chaotic over here, but it's okay. I foresee wanting to make changes in the future beyond this show. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a good thing. I forgot a lot of stuff, a lot of rules about the art world, and I honestly don't really care about following them that much. That's the beauty of me taking 10 years away from like being in a serious art practice as a gallery exhibiting artist. Because there are so many rules that I'm like, who created, why? And then of course the answer is always like some old ass white man from back in the day. That's who. That's why. And we're still like following those arbitrary rules for some reason.
I left a couple lights on in there.
Cool.
So we'll just look over here. Say hey where we are. At NDSU, right? Okay, getting set up. Really is a first exhibition. Some very helpful hands here. Pretty big place. Pretty big deal.
And you're seeing these pieces right over here. Then you're working on the design work. Then you're seeing these pieces and it returns. We put another design work over here. I call upon my areas of interest. Thank you for all through here. And then separate this space specifically for visual design.
But for me, I'm in dark pursuit of the ineffable mystery. So making a list of, goals